Hey guys, what's Gucci? So I just wanted to make this little video about music and some things that I found. But basically, the reason why I'm so passionate about music and I'm always posting about it is because I have found that some music is really powerful. So I'm just curious as to why that is. Mostly I listen to electronic music right now, but generally I listen to everything. And I have found that obviously like all kinds of music can have that powerful effect where like they kind of like put you in a whole different headspace. They almost like give you energy and like take over your body, like I grew up listening to like a lot of different genres, but because I lived in Haiti, where our radio stations play everything. Like the popular radio stations, they play Latin music, reggae, hip hop, like our traditional Haitian music, our like pop music, like everything. So like I kind of grew up listening to a lot of different stuff, but growing like I guess around like I don't know, high school, I started like listening more to electronic music, and so that's where I've mostly found kind of like that transcending like 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 it just like takes over you. I don't know how to explain it, and so I want to understand why, because obviously it's not magic. As magical as humans can be, I think there's a science to it, so I want to know why. I'm not doing enough research on exactly like music theory and stuff, but I'm out here, listening, collecting the tracks that I really love that have that quality to it. It kind of wears away for some tracks, but for some tracks it's like steady. So I actually need to add that as a variable to my research. But basically, I want to find out why, because I think. So I took like the history of electronic music or something like that in college, and for my final project, I explained to my professor that I want to understand why some sounds are so powerful, and he was basically like, "Girl, you are way out of your league, okay?" Like, this is not what you want to do for this project, for this like end of semester project where you just took one class on music. Like, what are you talking about? So obviously there's something to it. It's really all I'm saying. So basically I'm always just out here peeping, collecting, and I noticed some things. Eventually, if you're looking, you'll find something. So things that I found so far: one, music producers definitely collect sounds. They organize their sounds. Like, that's awesome. Thank you. Who was it? Elon Bluestone. Thank you for that little gem. So yeah, organize the sounds you like. Duh. I've also found that one of my favorite DJs, Oliver Heldens. Actually, I don't know if he's my favorite DJ. I think he might be one of my favorite producers. And he actually, his shows are good too. I've enjoyed his shows, but I'm really fascinated by his music more than his DJing. So whatever, details. But basically, I found that I just discovered that he uses the same bass element to his music. Like the bass is I'm pretty sure is the same in all his most recent songs, and then the sound aesthetic of that element is particular to him. Like, I don't know, I've never heard any sound like that before, like any bass that sounds like that before. I could be wrong, obviously, because it sounds like so maybe like outlandish that he would be the one person to use that kind of like sound, but it's so distinctive to him. Like, I was actually kind of like disappointed in myself that I didn't realize that that's what that was, So yeah, go check it out. It's really cool. Once you hear it, you're like, oh my God, that is so awesome. That's definitely a vibe. That's definitely distinctive to him. And it sounds good. It creates like this very like deep heaviness. Like, in deep house, there's like that dark, like moody. It's moody. It's not dark. It's just a moody feeling, you know? You're just like, oh, it's like a roar almost, like, but it's not a roar. Like, but it's just like it's just a vibe. It's a vibe. So yeah. Yes, I love Deep House. Deep House is like on the top there. So yeah, Oliver Heldens has that nice bass sound. Yeah, he does. That, you know, now that I say it out loud, I'm like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm very curious to find out what else I will learn by binging on his music, / following him on Instagram. So yeah, that's a discovery. I also discovered that I like things that are flowy, like, you know, like Chopin. If you listen to Chopin, I just realized this like yesterday. It really made a lot of sense. Is that like, he's like it's a quick succession of notes, you know? It's like, that's not what it actually sounds like, but it's just like, first of all, it's high pitched, and then it's a quick succession of notes. Like, the melody is like varying, like, but it's like a quick succession of notes. It's like, you know, it's like very like spacey and like lovely and flowy, you know? So I really like that. I very much like that. I found that, you know, there's that element to liquid drum and bass. That's why it's called liquid. That's not why it's called liquid. I don't know that. I just have that feeling. That's why it's called liquid drum and bass. So I love that. And then I really love things that sound spacey. You know, that just put you in a like kind of like an other world. You know, it's just like very like, you know, it's not so here. You know, it's just like up here. Like, ooh, hang loose. You know, flow with the energy. Just hang out, come into this nice, like gentle headspace where things are lighter, you know? Love that. That's why I love ambient music. Ambient music is the shit. You want to relax? Put on some ambient. Not all ambient. Some ambient can be a little bit too abstract for my taste. But I will... Tycho makes some ambient music, I'm pretty sure. Check out some Tycho. So yeah, I like that. I also like, what else have I found? I guess I'll just leave it at that. Oliver Heldens actually gave me another little tip, you know, from listening to his stuff. When I went to his first show in Tampa, he played with the bass. And obviously the bass is like one of the most important parts. It gives you the tempo, you know, it gives you tells you how to move, you know, what rhythm to move. Whether you follow it or not, that's your choice. But it's giving you the bass. It's giving you the platform. You know, this is where we are. We're here. You know, but there are different components to the bass, I have a feeling. I'm not sure, because I don't Google things, and I really should. But basically, there are different components to the bass, and it can be very like a roar, like a silent roar, you know, but it like, oh my God, like, okay, so what he did was, I think he turned it up, obviously, and it was insane how much I could feel it inside of me, you know. I was like, wow, like, this is crazy, you know. That's not the tip he gave me, but this is a component of all electronic music, and like, I don't know if I should say it. It's so obvious. Like, once you hear it, once you see it, once you hear it, once you get it, you're gonna be like, oh, duh. But, you know, people aren't so ready to share things, you know. I don't know why. It's like, dude, if you're that good, ain't nobody gonna do it better than you do. Okay. Nobody can, like, I feel like, you know, with things that are like more generic, like, I guess like maybe like business ideas, like even business ideas, I think like even if somebody takes it, you still have the opportunity to do it yourself and do it better than they can, because they didn't think of all the things that you could actually do to make the service better, because they didn't come up with the idea, you know? So, but, you know, I understand the fear, because people be thieving, people be having more resources than you, so they can do it faster and take your slice. But I prefer not to look at it that way. I think that, like, if you're really good at something, then if it's coming from your heart, then nobody's gonna do it like you know. But I don't know. But I might save this for another video. I'm so dumb. I should be getting ready for work right now. But yeah, deuces. Hope this is insightful.